Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, Commissioner Adam Silver is continuing to push for the creation of an in-season tournament. He says the notion is to steal a page from European soccer. It's not the Larry O'Brien Trophy, but something secondary that teams care about. Something you'd see players go into that extra gear for. Kevin, back to you.
That's pretty intriguing, DA. That's an interesting story, and we thank you for giving it to us. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Williams and Vucevic hold down the post for him. The wing set for him, LaVine and DeRozan. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. And for Cleveland, Prince out there with Jared Allen. Then there's Mr. Incredible. Then there's Smooth. And it's Prince in at the 2. We've got a terrific low-post matchup tonight, Doris. 2 of the top big men in the league going head-to-head.
Kevin, these are 2 teams that try to get their centers as many touches as possible. They are the axis upon which these offenses rotate and how much the defense can guard that.
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Vucevic setting the pick for Ball. Passes it to Vucevic. Over Allen. Vucevic with the bucket.
Well, Vucevic has got a number of moves he can go to. He's so comfortable this close to the cup.
LaVine against Prince. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Prince has got his second basket of the night.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent, I think, has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
He dialed that one up from long distance. That's 7 points for Prince.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's DeRozan. No good that time, so Cleveland will take it the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Ball dishes to LaVine. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter.
And there's one area where the Cavs have been very good the past few seasons. That's the draft. They've made some terrific picks in terms of personnel.
Pass to Vucevic. On the wing, LaVine. DeRozan surveying the D. 6 to shoot. And they get it. And the Bulls with another miss. The right GA they have, and the draft's been essential to the rebuild effort in Cleveland.
And they've been so smart about it. You look at the guys they brought in, Mobley, Garland, Sexton. They nailed just about every one of their selections.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. One guy has been getting it done is prime time.
This is a timely timeout because this guy is hurting them. They've got to figure it out.
looking at some numbers here for Prince. Right around 25 points per, 9 assists, and 11 rebounds. And he brings it for them every game on the offensive end.
Well, I think you can tell he relishes this role, being the catalyst on the offensive end, night in and night out.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Outside DeRozan. The pass to Vucevic. Will it go? Over Allen. Vucevic with the bucket.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Now Prince. In the game against New Orleans, very impressive.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Ball finds Williams. It's blocked, and they'll get another chance. LaVine against Prince. A second chance effort, and LaVine lays it in.
How about that showmanship? LaVine there with the great dribble move.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
His team is down, but with the way he went at the rim, you know they'll keep fighting the entire game.
Prince's shot is good.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
You know, Greg, we talk a lot about Ball's offense, but his defense is just as important to this team.
Oh, Kevin, very disruptive. He has terrific positional size, and he can anticipate where the offense is going.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Bulls trail by 12. Left side Williams. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's DeRozan. He sinks the 11-footer. DeRozan's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, DeMar DeRozan excels at finding space to score from the mid-range, whether it's coming off a screen or if he has to breaking down a defender, he'll get to that spot.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Outside Ball from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
LaVine kicks to Ball. Vucevic setting the pick for Ball. Bangs home the trifecta.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
Prince outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Prince has got 25 points in the game. Bulls trail by 12. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. As we get close to the All-Star break, Greg, what's the vibe like in the locker room post-trade deadline?
It's great if you're a playoff team and just knowing your GM wanted to keep you on the squad. Plus, you've got a little break coming up, so lots of happy dressing rooms right now.
Garland, he's checked in for Cleveland. Then for the Bulls, Andre Drummond's checked in for Vucevic, and it's Alex Caruso in for Lonzo Ball. LaVine wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. LaVine's got 5.
Boy, LaVine's range, his consistency from 3 are so problematic.
LaVine against Prince. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Drummond with a screen on Garland. And LaVine throws it down.
No surprise, Zach LaVine goes for the slam, opens a window at the cup, and he takes advantage. And
what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep. Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Bulls trail by 12. 1:10 left in the first quarter of the game. Caruso with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. You know, as the Bulls have become a more veteran team, Greg, it feels like they've settled into what they do well.
And you need a strong identity to be successful in this league. Chicago is building towards that, but it does take time.
Jones checked in for Williams. 3 on the clock. Jones with the screen on Prince. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Prince. And his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Down by 12. It's Jones on the way. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach.
And the second free throw, good. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Prince outside. And the 3-ball is good. Prince has got 31 points.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that 3-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Nets in Brooklyn. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
There's 14 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's DeRozan. Allen with the rebound.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
1 second left. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Here's a big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mobley, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Karis LeVert comes in for Mr. Incredible. Prince is checked in for Mitchell. And it's Garland in for Smooth. The Bulls also changing it up. Williams comes in for Derek Jones. And Levine subbed in for Alex Caruso. They've got Karis LeVert. Prince out there with Darius Garland. Then it's Evan Mobley. And it's Prince in at the power forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And here are the Bulls now. It's a 13-point game coming off that loss against the Nets.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this. It looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Karis LeVert has become one of the game's best slashers. He says, honestly, I just go to the front of the rim and work on different spins. Getting more comfortable with both hands and finishing. Kyrie Irving did that when he was younger, and that's one of the ways he became a great finisher. Kevin, back to you.
He is a great finisher. David thinks he's studying the greats, and it's paying off. And it's Drummond with the jam.
The shot goes up. You've got to put a body on Andre Drummond. This guy's so good off the offensive window.
A shake.
Oh. You got to be kidding.
And an incredible double clutch dunk. Wow.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. For 3, Levine. The rebound by Prince.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
For Cleveland, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. The first one falls.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Mr. Incredible, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. GA, it wasn't long ago that the Cavs were an afterthought in the NBA.
Well, not anymore. I mean, Cleveland has a tremendous young roster. They play some of the toughest D in the NBA, and they're only going to get better in the years to come. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Ball, the pass to Levine. Drummond, the screen. Shot clock at 5. And the Bulls get it back. The wide open look here for DeRozan. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 17. 29 seconds left to play here in the half. Prince misses.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Outside DeRozan. And they double up DeRozan. And there's the foul. Goes on Mr. Incredible. That'll be his second foul of the game. 8 seconds left to play in the first half. Drummond sets the screen for DeRozan. With 1 on the clock, that one falls. DeRozan's got 10 points.
You know, in the face of good defense, DeMar DeRozan never gets sped up. He's calm, he's cool, he's collected, and his focus makes that an easy shot.
50.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively. What did you mean?
Well, just I think when we're getting the ball inside around the basket, at times we got to go up a little bit stronger and play through the contact and go to the rim.
Tough sledding in there, but you got to get there. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Greetings, everybody. We love exciting, and this game is delivered as we've seen two top players battling mano a mano.
Great battle between these two. They take a lot of pride in how they approach the game, and it seems like they're playing with extra enthusiasm tonight.
Yeah, those elite matchups, man, they can bring the best out of you.
And now looking at that first half, what an impressive performance so far for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They're scoring the ball with ease. The defense has done nothing to slow them down. This is what you look like when someone tried to use a small ball lineup against Shaq.
Well, thank you, kid. I thought average 50. These youngsters just don't know who the Diesel was.
I'd say 60.
That's right. Thanks, Kenny.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from primetime.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. So for Chicago right now, DeRozan and Williams are the forwards. Ball and Levine are the guard set. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Free throw line jump shot. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Prince has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And here is Prince. Lock at 6. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Bulls trail by 17. Outside, Ball. Shoots from the elbow. The rebound by Prince. Prince has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
DeRozan passes the ball. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank, Greg, dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? And they could knock down the triple.
Williams has a screen for DeRozan. Dishes it to Williams. Over Prince. The rebound by Prince. Prince has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, an over 3 start to the half, you need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent. Well, they're just riding a hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
Here's Levine, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the
previous play is under
the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays,
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
The action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Some of the numbers here for him. First one falls for him.
You know, Zach LaVine entered the league as an elite athlete and with instincts to score the basketball. But what you love is this guy wants to contribute to winning, and you see that by his willingness to compete on the defensive end.
Prince against LaVine. Now here's Prince. Non-stop scoring machine here. And ball comes to help. 5 on the clock. Prince misses. Bulls trail by 20. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. LaVine kicks to Vucevic. And it's off from three-point range.
Ugly start. Second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Rebound collected by LaVine.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Bulls. Alex Caruso comes in for Lonzo Ball.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Outside DeRozan. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You take a look at the Cavaliers. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, Chicago just way behind.
And, you know, for the Bulls, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Bean passes to Vucevic. Lets the three fly. And again, no good by Chicago.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Prince, and he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Chicago calls timeout. One guy has been getting it done is prime time.
Boy, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. And now the Bulls with it. Allen is out there with Prince, and it's prime time. Then there's Mr. Incredible, and it's Smooth in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Prince. Again, what an avalanche. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Pass to Williams. Outside, Levine. Over in the corner, Caruso. And he's good on the three ball.
Well, because he's such a good scorer, passing windows open up for Zach LaVine.
And here's Prince outside. And yep, another basket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Levine for three. No good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Prince outside. And so much great talent coming into the league, Greg, every year. That 2021 draft, in particular, looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
It's tipped, and he recovers it. DeRozan gets the bucket.
Well, you can see the long arms of DeMar DeRozan coming into play and helping snag that second chance opportunity.
Levine against Prince. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Outside DeRozan. Pulls up on the wing. And that one hits back iron.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
17-foot shot on the way. And again, it's Cleveland.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
There's no doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And LaVine comes to help. Picked his pocket. For the finish, and LaVine with the slam.
Body control, flair for the dramatic, LaVine in style.
For Cleveland, they've got every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. From deep, Prince. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. DeRozan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Left side, LaVine. Outside, DeRozan. Vucevic a screen on Prince. 4 on the shot clock. From the high post. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Cleveland's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's a sentiment I think most can get behind.
Shoots the 3, and another one falls.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
All night. He just won't let up.
Here's DeRozan. Outside, LaVine. From the arc. It's good from long range. LaVine's got 7 points for the quarter.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Yet another bucket.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. The Bulls shooting about 45% from the floor in the fourth. Outside DeRozan. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Love checked in for Allen. Evan Mobley comes in for the Beast. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Mr. Incredible. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Williams. Green comes in for DeMar DeRozan. White, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's Dragic in for Alex Caruso. From about 19 feet, another bucket. Wow!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Nuggets looking it over. Last year, as we know, the NBA, Doris, named the members of the 75th anniversary team. Any players that were missed that you think should have been on that list?
I mean, the one guy that comes to mind immediately is Klay Thompson, who will go down as one of the great shooters in NBA history. The problem for voters, I think, is the challenge of weighing the accomplishments of prior generations with what we are witnessing today. It is a challenging vote. There's no doubt Klay will be top 100 when it comes in 25 years.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. And let's get an update on Lonzo Ball's injury. David, what's the news there?
Well, guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Bulls. He told me that although he twisted the knee pretty badly, nothing looks like it's torn. He'll have to say,
oh, that's unbelievable.
Oh, guys, we had to take flight to get to this game tonight, but here's a guy who simply takes flight and flies at will on the basketball court. I mean, it's pretty surreal to watch a guy who can elevate to that level.
Here's White. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Cavaliers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And in what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game, of course, their win total now up to 53.
And not just a win tonight, guys, but a win on the season series as well, as they finished with 3 out of 4 games against this opponent.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Prince.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Outside Dragic. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
This is what you call pulling the strings on the offensive end. Dragic with an assist. Yes, sir.
From deep, Prince. Good, that's another bucket.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for second place for points. What an unbelievable night.
To think that he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100. This is a game you'll be talking about for decades.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
And he knocks down the first one. No good on the second free throw. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Primetime.